If you're going through something heavy right now, something that makes you wake up with a knot in your chest, something you don't talk about because you feel people wouldn't understand, listen carefully. Yogananda taught that hard times are not punishments. They are awakenings, transformations, initiations into a deeper strength you didn't know you had. He said that life will always test individuals when the soul is ready to grow, not when it's convenient, not when it's comfortable, but when the soul is prepared to shed an old layer of identity and reveal something higher within. And here's the part. No one tells you. Most people don't fail because life becomes hard. They fail because they don't know how to face their pain consciously. Yogananda explained that the way someone handles difficult moments determines their spiritual evolution more than any success, achievement, or happy period ever could. Hard times shape the soul because they break illusions. Illusions about control, about permanence, about ego, about what truly matters. He revealed 3 spiritual principles that decide whether a person collapses under pressure or rises through it. The first principle is this: never face pain with agitation. Face it with awareness. Most people react to hardship with panic, anger, fear, or denial. But Yogananda said that agitation feeds suffering, while awareness dissolves it. When you pause, breathe, and observe what you're feeling without drowning in it, you reclaim your power. You stop being a victim of the moment and become a witness, calm, centered, and spiritually anchored. The second principle is hard times demand inner stillness, not outer noise. People often run from their pain, filling their days with distractions, conversations, obligations, anything to avoid silence. But Yogananda said that silence is where solutions live. Silence is where intuition speaks. Silence is where the soul reveals the next step. The more chaotic your life feels, the more necessary your inner stillness becomes. And the third principle: never ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What is this trying to strengthen within me?" This shift in perspective changes everything. Hard times are not random. They are tailored to your growth, pulling out the weaknesses you must release, amplifying the strengths you must develop, and refining your character in ways comfort never could. Yogananda taught that if you knew what your soul was building through each trial, you would trust the process instead of resisting it. You would see every hardship as a sacred assignment, a hidden opportunity to rise. These are the beginnings, the foundations of how to handle hard times with spiritual mastery. Yogananda often said that difficult periods in life are like spiritual storms. They uproot what no longer serves you, they shake loose the attachments that keep you small, and they reveal which parts of your inner world need rebuilding. But he also taught something even more comforting. Storms never come to destroy the soul, only to cleanse it. When you're in the middle of a hard time, it's easy to believe you're falling apart. But Yogananda explained that what's truly happening is a purification, a removal of old fears, old patterns, old emotions that have been holding you back for years. Hardship forces you to confront what you avoided. It forces you to grow beyond what you once thought was your limit. This is where the principles deepen. The first principle, awareness, becomes a kind of spiritual armor. When life is heavy, most people let their minds run wild. They imagine the worst. They replay painful memories. They create fears that don't exist. But awareness interrupts this cycle. When you sit in calm observation, something powerful happens. Your mind stops controlling you. Your emotions stop consuming you. You gain clarity that is impossible to access in panic. The second principle, inner stillness, becomes your refuge. Yogananda said that one moment of deep calm is more healing than hours of mental struggle. When you close your eyes and breathe slowly, even for just a few seconds, your nervous system resets. The storm outside becomes less important than the peace you generate within. In that peace, you find direction, you find courage, you find answers that the restless mind can never uncover. And the third principle, shifting your question, becomes your transformation. When you stop asking, why me, and start asking, what is this strengthening in me? You awaken a new identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone life is attacking, and begin to see yourself as someone life is shaping. Suddenly the hardship becomes meaningful, the pain becomes purposeful, the challenge becomes a stepping stone. Yogananda revealed that every trial strengthens something essential: patience, faith, discipline, humility, compassion, resilience, wisdom, or self-control. When you understand what is being strengthened, the suffering loses half its weight. You realize you're not being punished. You're being prepared. You're being prepared to love more deeply, to live more consciously, to rise more powerfully, to become who you truly are beneath all the layers of fear. But the journey is not finished yet, because Yogananda also taught how to apply these principles in the real, raw moments of human life. Moments when tears fall, when situations seem hopeless, when your heart feels tired, when you've given everything and still face setbacks. Those moments are where the true transformation happens. Yogananda said that the deepest strength you'll ever develop is the strength that appears when you have no choice but to rise. Hard times create this strength, not comfort, not ease, not success. When everything feels heavy, when you're exhausted, when you feel you've reached your limit, that is when the soul whispers, "You are stronger than this moment." And that whisper changes everything. But how do you apply his teachings when life is really painful? When you're disappointed, betrayed, stressed, financially overwhelmed, emotionally drained, or facing loss? He explained that in those raw human moments, the principles become very practical. The first principle, awareness, becomes the act of pausing instead of reacting. Instead of exploding in anger, shutting down, or falling into despair, you breathe. You observe. You feel your emotions without letting them define you. You say to yourself, "This is difficult, but I am still here. I am still breathing. I am still the witness, not the pain." And that simple shift gives you back your power. The second principle, inner stillness, becomes your anchor. When the mind starts spiraling into fear or overthinking, you return to silence, not to escape your problems, but to face them from a higher mental state. Yogananda said that when you calm the waves of the mind, you can finally see the solutions resting beneath the surface. Stillness reveals what chaos hides. The third principle, reframing suffering, becomes your transformation. Instead of seeing the situation as an attack, you ask, what strength is this challenge forcing me to develop? Maybe it's patience, maybe it's courage, maybe it's emotional maturity, maybe it's learning to let go, maybe it's trusting something higher. Whatever the answer is, that strength becomes part of your soul forever. Yogananda taught that when you face hardship consciously, you unlock spiritual gifts that comfort never provides. Deeper intuition, unshakable peace, emotional mastery, inner confidence, and the ability to stay centered no matter what happens around you. And here is the truth most people don't realize. The hardest moments of your life are often the moments your soul chose to elevate you, not to break you, not to punish you, but to shape you into someone wiser, steadier, more compassionate, more awakened. Every person who has transformed spiritually went through darkness first. Every strong soul was once a shattered soul. Every wise heart was once a hurting heart. Yogananda reminded his students again and again, a diamond's beauty is revealed only by pressure. So if you're going through something now, if life feels heavy, if you feel tired or lost, understand this. Something inside you is being refined. Something powerful is being awakened. Something sacred is being rebuilt. Hard times do not arrive to end your life. They arrive to begin your next chapter. They arrive to help you meet the strongest version of yourself. They arrive to align you with the destiny your soul has been moving toward all along. Breathe and trust the process. Your soul knows exactly what it's doing.